has been a very hot minute since I have been on here. Probably, I think it's been almost a year because I think the last time I filmed was in February of 2025. So coming up on a year. But it's just time to get back into it. I enjoy doing these little vlogs. It keeps me accountable of just like my day-to-day duties, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long this vlog will be. It'll probably be very short, especially because it's already 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and I guess just reintroduce myself. If you don't know me, my name is Devin. I am a mom of 4. 3 who are actually biologically mine, and then 1 that we actually got custody of in July when he was a newborn baby. And yeah, so I'm also a wife, a photographer, a baker, a little bit of everything, a little bit of too much. I have a busy life, a busy, hectic household. My kids are crazy. But yeah, if you're looking at my face right now and you're like, girl, what is going on with those lashes? I don't know if you can see. I actually had went to a lash tech and I didn't get individual lashes just because, I don't know, I prefer strip lashes myself, like doing them myself. And the individual lash compared to her just putting on the strip lashes, like the individual lashes were like so expensive. And I was like, well, I'm not doing it for an event. I'm just doing it for like some fun self-care. Let me just do the strip lashes. And if they come off, I know how to put them back on. Well, she puts them on and I don't know what kind of glue she used, but she put the thickest layer of glue and she also didn't trim them at all to like fit my eyelid. And it kept like itching right here in the corner. And I was like, oh, hell no. And I tried to like push it up and like push it to the side. I tried to glue it down more. It wasn't working. I left them on for about 2 days and I was like, nah, I'm taking them off. And it ripped. It didn't really rip this one, but it ripped the eyelashes out, specifically like more towards the front. But I guess that's my lesson, to like not do strip lashes that are supposed to last for a week. Like, I feel like maybe I should have known better, but it is what it is. So today, I'm not even gonna show my house because my house is ridiculous, honestly. But the kids stayed home from school today. We're supposed to have this ice storm this weekend and stuff, but I have all weekend. I was supposed to do a photo shoot. I was supposed to do it last weekend, an engagement photo shoot, but, or was it last weekend? It was either last weekend or the weekend before. I was supposed to have a photo shoot and she ended up wanting to change the date because we had like a flash flood warning, tornado warning, like all this stuff. And she didn't want me to drive out there. She is very nice. Even though I was like, I'll come out there or whatever. And I mean, personally, I don't like driving in the rain, but it is a wedding client. So whatever. But her wedding photos are supposed to be outdoors. So we ended up deciding just to not do it that day, and we rescheduled for this weekend. Well, Sunday's her only days that her and her husband, or her and her fiance, are off work together at the same time. And yeah, we're supposed to have this like snowstorm, ice storm, whatever it is. And she messaged me and she was like, hey, sorry, but we need to reschedule again. So I have all weekend to do nothing. I don't even think we have any events this weekend. Yeah, so I'm just gonna spend this weekend cleaning this house. We also got a new washer and dryer, which I was so excited about. Before, if you don't know, which you might not, you probably don't, unless you're family or friends, but was it 2 years ago? No, or a year ago? Was it a year ago? I think it was almost 2 years ago. We had an apartment fire and a lot of things was messed up, destroyed. They essentially were like, hey, we can't replace your apartment. Like, you have to go live somewhere else. Like, you can't live here again. And I was like, okay. And so there was a lot of things we ended up leaving behind or didn't have the area to store it because at that time we couldn't afford like a really expensive like storage unit, and the washer and dryer we had there wasn't great in the first place, so we were like, we'll just save up as something we'll get. Well, when we moved into our new home, my mom's aunt or cousin or somebody related to her ended up actually donating, or I guess giving us, a washer and dryer, because she was, I think she's like a doctor or something, and she was moving out of state, something of that nature. And she was moving out of state and was like, I'm getting rid of everything. Like, she gave us a laptop and all kinds of stuff, which my husband actually ended up using for his school. But yeah, so she gave us a washer and dryer. It was really nice. It was like a front load red. It was really cool, really nice. However, it took 5 hours to do one load of laundry. Like, between washing and drying, it took 5 hours. And we are a household of 6 people. And we have animals. So there was no, like, I literally couldn't ever catch up with laundry. It was literally ridiculous. And so then we kept it, we used it. And then after a while, the dryer gave out. My husband took the whole thing apart, fixed it, and then it started working again. But this time it was like, like every time it would spin, it was like the most obnoxious noise you've ever heard in your life. And even with the laundry room door shut, you could still hear it. I was like, what the world? Then it ended up just not spinning at all. And the metal part in the bottom had like corroded, and you can't just buy that metal piece by itself. You would have to buy like a whole new drum to get that metal piece. And to get a drum was like ridiculously expensive. And so I had been washing the laundry at my grandma's house, but that became a lot. And then obviously spending money to go to laundromat just to do 3 baskets of laundry was $40. So it didn't make sense. And then I was able to invest some of my money into a brand new set. And so we got the Samsung washer and dryer. It's top load. I was like, absolutely not. I'm never doing a front load again, because I hated having to like bend down and like grab it out. I would rather like bend over and grab it out. That's just my personal preference. And we were able to sell the washer. We ended up selling it to a daycare. So that money went towards it, but we did sell to a daycare, and the lady was really nice, and she actually she gave me a lot of information about washers, which is so random. But when she came to the house, she like told me like all the things to check on your washer, to see if it's the reason why, like there's like certain like plug areas on it, and like all kinds of different things, like you can drain it, all things I didn't know. My husband might have knew. I haven't talked to him about it. I had no idea personally, and I'm the one who uses it 99% of the time. But yeah, so I'm actually in love with them, and it connects to my phone, and I can start them from my phone. So definitely like a major upgrade. But yeah, if you guys want to see it, I can show you the washer and dryer. I'm not going to show you my house because it's a wreck, so.
Baby, done some laundry.
So this is the washer and dryer. Move, Eden. This is a washer and dryer. Yeah, I love them. So obviously that one's a front load, and excuse the floor. We have a hermit crab in there. Bye-bye, little hermit.
No, I want to put in laundry.
We're not doing laundry right now.
No, look.
We're not doing laundry right now, okay?
Chucky.
So sit it down right there with the other laundry. Mommy.
Mommy, I want chocolate, Mom. I want chocolate.
This is how my days go. Just kids constantly saying they want something. So give me a minute. Now that that's out of the way, like I said, my house is, a wreck. Like, let me show you the inside of my fridge. And like for some people, they're gonna be like, you're probably gonna be like, oh, it's not that bad. But like for me, no. Especially because like this is just a representation of the rest of my home. Wow. And I mean, honestly, like, this isn't even priority right now. But I think that's the first thing I'm gonna work on. I'm probably not even going to vlog any of my cleaning process. Because this was really just like my reintroductory vlog and update vlogs, I guess. Let me show you some things that I added into my pantry though. This is so unnecessary, but I was watching Stephanie Rose on YouTube, and Cody just happened to be in there, and he was watching while she was reorganizing her pantry, and she had a bunch of like baskets and organization and stuff like that, and he was like, oh wow, like I really like that. And then so I was like, why don't I do it? And so we had went to the Goodwill, and I found these baskets. I think they were like $2 each, so really a deal. So this is the pantry. Obviously there's not many baskets. We've already had this one. We already had that. That's like the kids' snacks. And then this is one of the ones that I got from the Goodwill, and I ended up putting all of our rice in there because somehow, some way, we get like an absurd amount of rice. And then I got this one, and this one just has like our snacks. These are new. We had bought some banana nut pecans from Sprouts, and I ate them all. And my husband was like, why did you eat them all? And I actually found these at Kroger. And then we just have some other random stuff. I tried this. This is the Brad's Crunchy Kale Vampire Killer. It's not bad, but I thought I was going to be able to like eat it on its own. I would definitely use it just as a salad topper, just like something to put on a salad. But yeah, that's that. Since last year, since my last vlog, I got a new car. She is a little dirty, but she is a 2025 Chevy Trax. Love her. She's great. She does everything I want her to do and more. What else? I'll show you guys my new camera stuff. I don't know what the kids are watching on TV. It was on YouTube, and now it's just playing something random. So if you hear it, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me show you. Let me show you what I got. I need to find a way to prop you guys up because... Alrighty. Let me show you. So, as stated before, I do wedding photography. I dabble in wedding videography, content creation, a little bit of everything. And the bag I was using was, I believe it was gifted to us, or maybe my husband bought it from a friend, but it was the brand Bride, which I believe is like a car brand. And it was great while I needed it, when I only had just my camera and my one lens. But then now I have two cameras. I have multiple lenses, multiple accessories, microphones, all kinds of like additional things, and it's just not big enough. And so when I would be going to sessions, I would bring like a little Steve Madden crossbody and just kind of shove stuff in it, because hunkering that thing around and it was overflowing, I couldn't even zip it up, was just more tacky than wearing a crossbody. So I got this, and it's like, it looks, to me on the ad, it looked leather, but it's not leather at all. It's, I guess like Teflon, I don't know. So when you open it up, oh, and it's a book bag, obviously, so I just throw it on my back. But when you open it, it looks like this on the inside. So you have all your different sections. I have my camera. I have like my little accessories over here. I have my microphones, my stands, my lens, or like my lens covers. Oh, you can't even see. But my lens covers for this camera and this camera. I have my 75 300 millimeter lens here. And then I have my 1845 lens here. My 50 is on the camera. And then I have my Sony ZV-1, which is actually what I used to record my YouTube videos with. And then I got a new camera. Here's my battery charger. And it actually came with this too, which goes over the bag just for like an extra layer of protection, like if it's raining or something. Yeah, also, let me show you this. So I have this, I have the Canon R100. That's what I shoot with. I love it. I do want to upgrade this camera, but I felt like there was other area, like this camera to me works great, like especially compared to other cameras that I had in the past. I do want to upgrade this camera. I do want to use this like mainly for like a second shooter. I would love my second shooter, so I use this camera, and then I use a better camera, but I needed to upgrade like smaller things before I decided to upgrade this, especially because I know it's my tried and true. But yeah, so I got this like silicone case. I did want to get brown because I don't know, I love a chocolate brown. And then a new strap. There were times where I was carrying this just with no strap, or with like this little flimsy strap that like you're supposed to carry 2 cameras on, but I would carry one, so it was just like hanging down on the side. But yeah. And I got the checkered print just because, you know, I really don't know. It's the only one that appealed to me. That was like, checkered print to me is one of those things that's like neutral. Like I could wear it with anything, but it's still like a design. I didn't want to just get plain black. I don't know. That's just me. That's just my thought process. And then on this camera, I have a silicone cover on it that I bought, and it's this blue. Maybe like, I don't know. It looks like a bluish white color, but I feel like could also come off as a periwinkle color. And then I did not get a case for this Sony. Just because I like the white. Like I like the white on the camera. But I did get it a separate case. Like I didn't get it a cover, like a silicone cover. But I did get it a separate case to go in here. So it's not just exposed open. Not that it really matters. But it's pink. So I feel like everything has its own little vibe. Because like my camera, I wanted to be like neutral. This one, I'm going to use it for like behind the scenes wedding stuff or engagement sessions and stuff like that. But it's mainly for like vlogging. This one, I did use it for vlogging last year, but I actually use it for weddings now. Because this was my behind the scenes photo, but I actually use this at weddings now too. So everything has its like own vibe, you know. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I know some people won't care, but like it's super exciting to have things that are just makes life easier. And it has this area where I can put my tripod, which I have my little tripod on this camera, but it stays on here. So my big tripod, I don't know if it'll actually like compose. Like what's the word called? Like where it shrinks down? I don't know. But nowhere. But yeah, that's that. I love that. Trying to think, what else could I update on? I don't know. I could show you. Let's see. I'm not going nowhere. Speaking of cameras, look at this camera that my mother-in-law got for my son. It looks real. Like it looks realistic. Like it was sitting. I mean, it obviously is a real camera. It really takes pictures. It really takes videos. But I think it was like $30. And look at the screen. Hold on. It flips out like the Sony. But it was just sitting out one day, and my husband was like, Devin, why is your camera here? And Ella, my oldest, she also did the same thing. She was like, Mom, they're playing with the camera. I was like, it's not mine. But it's so, like, wonder if the battery's charged on it. How do you even turn it on? Oh, right here. Yeah. I mean, surprisingly, it's like decent quality. It's not like amazing, but like for a kid's camera, like That's pretty nice. But yeah, I thought that was interesting because like I feel like the cheap brands are definitely upping their game, like to compare with like the big name brands like Sony, Canon, Nikon. Not that they necessarily will ever be like the exact same, and I would never compare that camera to my Canon, and my Canon is not even like a crazy expensive. I mean, it was about $600 when I bought it, but like compared to like other cameras that are $2,000, like my dream camera is $2,000, and that compared to that is definitely a $30 camera. I mean, at most you could probably sell that for $100, honestly, because I don't know, it kind of gives off that vintage look. Oh, I don't know, my battery's dying, but I have so much to say. So like my wedding photography business, where I'm upgrading like everything. I want to upgrade everything. Like obviously I said I'm starting on small things. I do want to upgrade my camera, but like I made like a 2026 wedding guide to give to all my new clients when I meet them in person. I had officially created my Zola website, which I'm getting so many inquiries through. And what else is it? Oh, Super 8 film. I wanted to get into Super 8 films, but then you have to buy like the actual film and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, that could be pricey, especially at my price point, because like, to be honest, I feel like I've charged fairly to myself, but comparable to people who are even similar on the same level as me, they will charge upwards of like $1,000 to $2,000 more. Let me go handle this. Okay, now that is all taken care of, my kids like randomly started screaming. My son slammed the door on my daughter's toe. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the Super 8 cameras. So I always wanted to get into it, and when I was like comparing like the prices, like you can buy a Super 8 camera for like super cheap, but most of the time they're going to need some kind of fixing up or whatever. And I don't have the mental brain capacity to even know where to start with that, and don't want to. I would rather just buy something that already works, and then I just buy the film and then process it and all this other stuff. But film was another issue for me. I've never physically worked with film. I wouldn't know where to start. I don't know the price to have it developed and all this other stuff, and so I can't accurately price that or know how to price it, or if with my current price range it would even make sense, if that makes any sense. But I found a new company, I think it's called Snap Camera or something like that, and they sell digital Super 8 cameras. So it's a Super 8 camera, it functions like a Super 8 camera, but they have redesigned it to be completely digital. So it films exactly like a Super 8 camera would, but with no film. And I was immediately sold. It's $200. And so their next restock is February 1st, but their website says that they don't know when they'll have a new restock after that. So I just literally found it like 2 hours ago. So I'm definitely on that. And at least I know like with $200, like my investment was only $200. That's all my investment will be, other than like SD cards and stuff like that. I know how to process that and know how to charge accordingly. So yeah. But those are just some updates. I don't know. I want to come on here and say hi. I don't have like a set like posting schedule, and I hope that this time I don't ghost you guys for another year, but you never know. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to spend my weekend cleaning the house and probably like jump back on here probably sometime this weekend. Or if we do get an ice storm, obviously I have to record it because I want to see the snow and ice if we get snow. I don't know how far it's going to extend. That's just been a debacle. But yeah, I can't wait to be back on this YouTube journey. I don't know if anybody cares. I hardly get views on my videos, but it's fun for me anyways. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!